shortcuts on the Drive 52. Which ones are the best? Well, let's talk about that. The first three that I will talk about are ones that you already have, that you don't even need to set to use. Just view map and then tap the vehicle icon. You get three of them on the right side here. Hospitals, police stations, and fuel. Just tap one. You get your locations. Nice and easy. Easy is good. So again, just viewing the map, whether navigating or tracking, tap, hit a shortcut. Done. Great. Also from this same screen, you can save where you are. So if you park somewhere and you want to save the location to retrieve it later, this is where you do it from. And for the other information here, you've got your elevation, your current coordinates, nearest intersection, and nearest address. Now for the nearest address, a note on that. It is literally what it means. Nearest address, meaning not necessarily the exact address of where you are, just the nearest known one in the map. So just bear that in mind. Now for other shortcuts, that's done from where to. You get 2 pages of this stuff by default, but you can add a shortcut. These are the ones that I would recommend to add in there just because they're so darn convenient. So we'll add shortcut. Now you probably do not have custom POIs on your menu. That's okay. That's because I have custom stuff in mine. Saved place would mean to add a shortcut from your existing list of favorites. I have on mine post office and a Kroger. That would be from my saved list, but what I'm going to talk about here are the categories. So from the categories, the first one that I'm going to show is under transit, and then scroll down a bit, truck stops. So you get truck stops. This is darn convenient. When you're on the road somewhere, you just need to know where the nearest truck stop is. Even if you're not driving a truck, these places are great. Love's, Flying J, Petro, Travel Center, things like that. That's a fantastic one to have there. And before continuing, if you want to remove the shortcut, that's done from the hamburger, and then remove, scroll down, tap, tap, done. That's how you remove it, but I'm going to put it back. Category, transit, truck stop. Yeah, I had to dig a little bit to find that, but once you put it in there, it's great to have. And you can have it here, or we can drag it up to the first page. I just leave it on the second page just in case I ever need to use it. And is this different from using this shortcut fuel? Slightly, because the fuel shortcut will just list any gas station. But for this one, this is only truck stops. I think they're fantastic. Great places to stop. So moving on. Category, everyday life, auto services, down, tow services. When you need to call a wrecker, if you have to, nice to know. And you might be thinking, well, why would I want this if I'm on the side of the road and can't drive? Reason, I can click on any one and get the phone number. That's why. So any one of these, I just hit it, tap the eye, and I get the phone number right there. Excuse me. That is why having tow services is good. Let's go back to everyday life. Was there any other one under auto services? Nope. Don't. You might want to have car rentals there. Maybe have that there too. And the other one, now the gas stations one, by the way, that's the same as fuel. So you don't really need to add that one. All you have to do is, as long as you remember this, tap, tap. It's the same as this, so I don't need to add that. Rest areas, that's another one. Now, the closest one, yeah, it's kind of far away. But again, great to have while you're on the road on the interstate. So when you're barreling down the highway, so to speak, you can go to where to, and just you have all your stuff right here. You have your rest areas, your truck stops, your tow services. These three, just, even if you only use them once in a great while, it's great to have them here, because if you don't, what will happen is that if you ever need to find these locations, you're going to forget where they are. I know I would. So I have them right here, and also remember the this one, so you can get your hospitals, police stations, and fuel. So these 6: hospital, police station, fuel, truck stop, tow, and rest areas. Nice to have. Should you put them in your menu? I believe you should. And on a final note, are these categories in older Nuvies and Drive Smarts? Yes, they are. They are there. You should be able to find them in the same fashion, where you just go to where to and category, or when you go to add your shortcut, where to add a shortcut and then a category that way. But if you want to examine if you have the categories now, such as in a Nuvi 2597 or such, you can just go to your categories and then just look around and see if you can find the ones that I've mentioned here. You should be able to, and you're good to go.